Where are your cases of pork wine? Good evening and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for February the 4th, 2025. Uh, did I write Defensive Starbase 80? Was that me?
Defense of Starbase 80? What?
What? Satalia
What?
says, what if this April Fool's they announced Defense of Starbase 80 TFO? Yes. Yes, Satalia, that is a good one.
Let me
Yeah.
get in the game.
To be honest, like a defensive Starbase 80 ground mission would actually be a fun one.
Oh, no argument there.
Right, like play off of the Riho station interior thing, but redo the whole thing to look like Starbase 80's interior. And
Which one's Starbase 80?
that's the one in lower decks that's half controlled by the Akamarians.
Oh, I haven't watched
watched
Lower
it.
Decks.
Board King, I sent you a message to let you know that
Yeah,
there
I saw that. I already claimed it
Okay,
earlier
because I know
today.
sometimes you don't check in every day, so I thought I'd let you know that the free.
Oh, I check in every day.
Okay.
So I just...
I didn't want you to miss it.
Well, one of the things about with the Starbase 80 thing, though, is that the devs actually did figure out how to make Akamarians using the costume parts available to Star Trek Online already.
Don't we have it in some episode? Yeah, we have it in the Akamar. Well, it's not an episode.
Yes. Yes, they did actually have official Akamarian NPCs in the game. So having Akamarians in a ground map as NPC allies would actually work.
What can what does an Acromarian, whatever they're called, look like?
You've never been to Akamar? You can just
Yeah.
go there and do the patrol in the game.
Yeah, but you only see him for a second. Hang on a second here.
Wait.
They're one of the
Patrol.
rubber forehead races from the Next
TN,
Generation.
Wait.
They have a kind of like a wrinkle on their forehead that's kind of similar to the Klingon wrinkles work, except inverted somehow, I guess is the simplest way to put it.
Which area is Akamar in? Which
It's near
quadrant?
New Romulus. There,
Yeah,
I've
that.
sent you a picture.
All right, let's see this thing.
That's what they look like in game.
All right.
Let's see if I can find a better image from. Yeah, this is the actress best known for it, if that shows up. The character was Maruk.
Oh, Sovereign Maruk, played by Nancy Parsons.
Yeah.
Was in an episode?
Yes, the episode
Vengeance
was.
Factor.
Thank you.
I've
Wrinkle on the
never seen
forehead
that
could be
episode.
one of
I think
50
I've seen
different
that.
aliens in Trek. Yes, it could. Yes, it could. It's amazing that we don't have the wrinkle. We're the exception.
The interesting thing with the Akamarians is that what makes theirs unique, which the simplest way of putting it is that it's kind of sort of like a double ridge in the middle of their forehead with like a separation between them. So there's kind of like a recessed line going through the middle of a rather small bulge in their forehead.
I need to go to the toilet. I'll be right back.
We'll be here.
And if you find me slurring my words, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm
I-
right behind you on it.
Anyway, so what they did in Star Trek Online to do the Akamarians is that they actually took the half Klingon version of the Klingon ridges and just used that on their foreheads and like adjusted the elevation in a weird way. I'm not sure that's the right way to explain it, but whatever. Because like there were episodes of TNG and DS9 where they showed like half Klingon people,
Mm-hmm.
most notably in TNG when you have Worf's wife show up, who is half Klingon, half human, and she has very similar ridges to his, except much less pronounced.
Yes.
She's not really his wife. Just more of a mate of his
Yes.
child.
The way he described it sounded like he was basically just using a different word to describe having a wife. That's the way
in
it came
his
across
mind,
to me.
in his mind, they were married because they consummated the relationship. In her mind, she's like, "That's very old school. We're not doing that."
Until
Yeah.
Worf actually got married to Dax.
Yes, but they actually got married to Dex.
I got to go to New Kara. I was supposed to call it Tholia. Oh, what's the
Nutholia.
Well, see,
Nutholia.
there is presumably a Tholian homeworld. We've just never actually seen what it looks like.
Well, I'm going to Tholia. How about that?
Given the way that the star charts maps are laid out, I would say that Tholian space is somewhere south of Cardassian space. Which isn't saying a lot, but that's all we have about where the Tholian homeworld is.
But it's a demon class planet,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
I mean, presumably, we know that the Tholians like environments that would cause humans to die immediately due to the heat.
True, but at the same time, they have to wear their suits, so it's probably not their native environment. But they like it.
Well, their native environment is something that is presumably hot enough that it would kill humans just being exposed to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally the only thing we know about it, though.
Excuse me. All right, Tholians were a crystalline species. Blah, 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 blah. Tholian biology required high temperatures around 480 Kelvin, 207 centigrade, 404 Fahrenheit. Under 380 or less, their carapace would fracture.
For reference, 440 degrees Fahrenheit is higher than what you would normally use in an oven to bake bread.
Yeah, well, bread you bake at 375, so not that much higher. It's 404, not 440. My bad. Let's see.
I do need to do Defense of Starbase.
Yeah, we're in cooldown because Taz and I ran it on 2 different accounts, and we're just waiting for things to cool down, and then we're going to go. Let's see.
How long of a cooldown do you have left?
Oh, not horribly long. I'm trying to get you some history on Tholia, but all we know is Tholia was in the Alpha Quadrant. And that's about it.
Yeah, the star charts maps have this blob for Tholian space that's somewhere south of Cardassian space, and other than that vaguely defined territory border, that's literally all we know about where the Tholians came from.
Yeah, somewhere in there. So that's it. We don't have a lot of detail on them.
Heck, when I did a Foundry mission using Tholians in it, I didn't even bring up the concept of Tholian space in that Foundry mission. I had a location where you encountered them that was explicitly outside Tholian space because I just didn't want to even try going there.
Drunken Heretic says Tholians would be down with colonizing Venus. Yes, they would.
Yeah, maybe. Yes, like the Tholians coming to our solar system, having them build an embassy on Venus would actually be a viable option.
Yeah, I think Mercury might be a little too toasty even for them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I came over here for a reason. Well, while we're waiting for Taz to return to us.
Welcome to New
If you want to invite me for Starbase 1, you're more than welcome.
I will do that. Let me pick up some ground materials here. Since I have some exciting stuff of picking up ground materials. Oh, how exciting!
Yeah, all of my endeavors for today are things about destroying ships, but 2 of them require me to do the destroying ships in a specific location.
Yeah, on this
Oh,
one we
battle
did-
zones. I hate battle zones.
Well, one of them's just destroy Terran ships,
Destroy
but that's
Terran
an
ships,
easy
fine.
endeavor for only 5 Terran ships.
Oh, yeah. Easy
Then there's
peasy.
Sinkethi ships in the battle zone,
Ugh.
boss ships in the Dyson sphere, and it's like, oh, yay. Let me think about whether I want to actually do that.
Yeah, no. The answer is no, we don't.
I think that both parts of the Dyson sphere actually, or actually all 3 parts of the Dyson sphere actually count for this,
Good.
and not the TFO because logic. Even though the one TFO conceptually takes place inside the Dyson sphere, it doesn't count for the endeavor because it's a TFO.
Satalia's
so
down for
Satalia
Starbase
wants-
1 too.
Yeah.
Hang on, let's see what we've got here for... I'm out of cooldown because I haven't done on this count, but it would depend on Taz. So,
But the Undine zone, because it has the whole like Voth incursion at the end, actually will count for the endeavor. Apparently, I think
Yeah.
I've done it there. At some
no, you
point.
can. You absolutely can. That counts for the Endeavor.
There's only a handful of Voth ships you can find in the Allied part of the Dyson zone, but
there's-
those count. Although that's a slow way of getting ship kills.
It's fine if you've got 5.
Yeah, I have 30, so yeah, about that.
Oh, well, that's going to take a little too long. Let's see. Oh.
I hate doing ground damage.
Why?
Why?
So easy.
It takes forever.
Depends on your toys.
What? Ow.
What?
Depends on your
What,
toys.
what are you doing wrong that makes it take forever?
I have phaser damage ground for 20,000 for my endeavor.
Oh, yeah, that does take a while.
I mean, it
Hi,
takes a
Zelda
few
fan.
minutes. Just like you could get a full auto rifle and
There's a couple of pets
the
who will
usual
deal phaser damage.
tactical kit module spam to buff your weapon damage and just mow down things for a few minutes.
Also give all of your bridge officers some phasers.
Yeah,
That
I
helps
had.
too.
Well, when you're doing it by yourself, because you're
Yeah, finding a place where
because
you
you
can...
have to go on the Tholia or Nukara to kill Tholians.
Oh, so you're doing your Tholians and your phaser damage at the same time.
Welcome to New
yeah.
Yeah, that
Eh,
gets
I
slightly
mean,
more
it'll
challenging.
take a few minutes to get 20,000, but it's not too bad.
No problem, Zelda fan. We're here for an hour or more, so you are welcome to be here. We will be here until the
Tholians.
DOGs start thinking about their SNACKS and their last WALK of the night. They're both sleeping, but if I said the words, they would be not sleeping. They'd be doing... We know that word, Mom.
Oh my gosh, Tholians are beaming in really fast today.
They were yesterday, too. That is correct, Satalia. The HELLSPAWN.
Huh?
The dogs.
Yep.
I thought you were going to say HE double hockey sticks.
Well, yes.
I could. They're not that clever. They won't figure that one out.
Let me know when you're ready to transport me so I can get to a safe position.
I will. Waiting for everybody to get here. I don't know if Taz is back yet. He can
Right, let
sneak
me
in
get
here and
to-
be very quiet, so that's why I have to.
Are
kinda
you
wait
in
for
the
him.
Fed or a KDF, Jim Hadar?
Me, I'm a Fed.
Welcome to New
Oh,
Romulan.
I'm a Gorn, so.
We could go private.
Are
if we-
we doing a private for this one?
Let's see. We got Cecilia.
I'm Federation.
Yeah, we can go private. That wouldn't be a problem.
Well, I got almost half my phaser damage done.
Sweet.
That didn't take long.
Half, but
Yeah,
I
but
started this morning. and I left.
but you weren't at it all day, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it doesn't count as starting it this morning.
Yeah.
With you didn't actually do anything.
I did something. I did like 1,000. But I wasn't drunk enough to do it.
Hold on. It's Tuesday. Okay, right.
Yeah, I had to work last night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well, I
They
was.
needed someone to work.
Uh-huh.
I was trying to come up with an excuse, but then I realized they would just ask my landlord because my landlord's also one of my managers. So I was like, yeah, I'll work.
It's problematic sometimes.
All right, I'm in a safe zone. You can transport me.
Well, we're not ready to go yet.
So what I'm getting from this is that you have job security.
Yeah, I do like my job. I get to see all the alcohol I get in.
Mar Hawkman, who are you on?
Slarg.
I just love that name, Slark.
I think I actually just clicked the random button, and it's just like something that the random name generator for Gorn spit out.
Let's see. Zelda fan says, I got myself a card deck box for my IRL Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG. Tabletop card game? Will be arriving tomorrow. Did I get that one
Trading
right?
card game.
Trading card game. Thank you.
I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! It was kind of fun. Then the game got absurdly complicated, and I just completely lost interest.
I had to...
Back.
Welcome back. I sent you an invitation.
Thank you.
And I'm actually going to send you a second invitation here because I'm going to do this as a private queue.
There we go.
And you're still in cooldown for defensive Starbase 1. How much?
Oh.
It's okay.
I'll check.
Yeah, if you could.
So Taz will kill everything when we get in
yeah,
there,
there
right?
is that.
10 minutes.
It's Musin.
What was that?
That's Musin.
Same as it.
So, what did you say you
Hello.
had, Taz?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Oh, we can wait 10 minutes. No problems. Hi, Fighter. Hi, Kieps.
So, ever hear of the STTNG CCG?
No. Maybe I have.
I bought several boxes of those cards when they
The
were
Barbie collector's tin.
being
In the Fabio collection.
when the physical Sunco stores were having their going out of business sale. I got a whole bunch of that stuff for cheap. Never had any real interest in playing the game. I just wanted some of the cards because they had cool pictures on them.
Yeah.
So
So,
Taz
it was
has-
a trading card game also, but it's shorthand for Star Trek The Next Generation customizable card game.
I played one card game at a local gaming store way back in the day, and a 7-year-old beat me, and I'm like, fine, I'm done.
Well, one of the things that's interesting about the Star Trek one is that a key aspect of it is choosing dilemmas to go into the deck that are easy for your crew to solve and hopefully difficult for opposing crews to solve.
Mom, if I change back to Tassie, the cooldown will be gone.
Oh, cool. I will, keep
My
you
brain
from-
just was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, that's okay. Taz, I swear to God, these things cannot be real that you're sending me. They've got to be AI, but they're gorgeous.
The previous one,
Yeah.
that one can't be real. But if you study the sync one, you can see the outlet and
the
stuff.
sync one is fine. I want that. I don't even need it to be doing anything. I love the planet one.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh my
curious.
god, yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't you just put those in Data's gallery instead? I'm gonna see them. Oh well.
Yep.
Move them over
What are
to
we looking at here?
Mom, you have all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So-
See, what they're looking at is something that's not in Data's gallery. So
No, it's not in Data's gallery. Bear with me for a second here, because I have to go back and forth with them.
I'm trying to finish my
I've found
You do
phaser
your
damage.
Tholians, don't worry about it.
amazing
Well, my
decorations.
phaser damage. That's what I'm trying to finish.
Okay, go ahead and take care
But
of that.
that sink would be a nightmare to keep clean, though.
another thing to remember about ground damage endeavors is that the level you're scaled to on the ground map actually influences the amount of damage you do. It's why I don't go to someplace like Nukara or Nimbus for ground damage endeavors, because of the fact that being scaled down means that you're just doing a whole lot less damage per enemy.
Well,
Oops, didn't mean to do that.
I got 15,000 done. I got 5,000 left. So
Yeah, like my favorite one for ground damage endeavors is either the Dyson Battle Zone or Kobali.
Well,
Kobali
Golly.
has the highest level, kind of, sort of. It's only like 1 or 2 levels higher than the Dyson one, though.
well, I did have a mission, but I didn't want to do the mission because I'm in the group for Starbase 1. So,
Which mission was it, though?
skirmish.
I do find it weird that none of the ground battle zones are actually level 65.
I think they should be.
I know, right? But they're not.
Okay, I've put all the things that Taz has sent me over the past 2 days, because apparently he didn't know that this weekend is the Home and Garden Show at the Indianapolis Convention Center. So I'm going to put these on my phone and go, can you build this in my house?
Awesome.
I don't think you can build it in my house.
No, maybe
Mom's been to where
I've been to your house.
Mom's been to where I live.
Okay,
Yeah.
the flowing river thing is a really cool idea, because just having that's like a texture in the middle of your table, that's actually something you could potentially do.
No, you absolutely can do that. It's the fact that they've got it flowing is what gets me.
Oh, creating the image of something moving.
Yeah,
okay,
no,
that's...
these are moving images in a lot of them. But the table with the what they call the river is a pretty common thing in epoxy. So it's they do those a lot. I watch them. Stone Coat Epoxy, if you want to watch a cool channel for it.
Yeah. Epoxy and acrylic. I'm really into that.
I got my ground damage
oh my
done.
goodness, Musin.
The dragon fireplace is actually something I've seen before. And
I need one of them.
Sculpted fireplaces are actually surprisingly common. Because one thing people figured out at some point is that if you're casting concrete, you can cast concrete into some pretty complicated shapes.
Yes, you can. Hang on,
Did
let's
you
catch
see
up with.
the
Let me catch up with chat really
bathroom
quick.
sink?
Good evening, Swear. Rachel, howdy, and Zelda fan.
Hello, Rachel.
Zelda has been beat by 6-year-olds in card games, yay. Fighter is having nachos and grilled salted chicken? Okay. And Benjiro, or Benjibru, is here saying hi. Hi, Benjibru. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here.
I mean, as someone who played Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot, losing to 6-year-olds is absolutely a thing that can happen.
Yes.
Why? Because
Yes.
sometimes they get lucky, and well, I mean, when they get lucky, that's just who wins.
Oh, I'm sorry. This wasn't luck. These kids actually knew what they were doing, and they beat me.
6-year-olds have more of an imagination than adults.
The heck they do. Yeah, they were just like,
Uh,
oh yeah, but
okay,
this card
yes.
beats that card, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm like, huh?
In TCGs, having an active imagination isn't necessarily helpful. It's an odd thing, because like you have to stay within the boundaries of the rules. If you try to do something that the rules tell you no, yeah, everyone's just going to laugh at you. Which is something I had come up with a lot with younger players in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that they just like didn't want to actually play by the rules. But,
Well, that
yeah.
happens. Benji Bruce says, just started playing Star Trek Online and just want some background noise while I do missions. No worries. We are good at background noise. We're excellent with background noise. Is everybody ready? And I will launch Defensive Starbase 1.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am ready.
Okay. We rule protocols engaged.
Yay!
Drunken Heretics, I think, is in response to 6-year-olds beating me in the game. Yeah, now you do payroll. Exactly. Swear says, Mom is my ASMR in the morning when I come back from work. Yeah. You know, Oh, thank you, ASMR. Doom scrolling is my background stuff, which is a bad thing because, I'll just have it on there while I'm doing dishes. I did the dishes already, Taz, so we don't have to worry about
Nice.
that. Thank you. Thank you. It was an
I swear
uninspired
I
dinner.
could never get rerolls. It's always
I have no idea how you don't get rerolls.
because I suck.
Well, okay, fine. Yeah, that's a good point, but... So I was going to tell you, Borking, I need to delay my trip out to visit you by a couple of weeks at least. Because my
Well, just let me
friend...
know when you're coming out
I
so
will.
I can prepare.
I will totally do that. Yeah, my friend in Texas invited me out for a Comic-Con and couple of days of training at his school. So I thought, yeah, that'd be fun.
That sounds
Oh.
nice.
By the way, just in case you guys care, I am using the Tricobalt dispenser.
And what does that do? Does that blow me up if I'm not careful?
Tricobalt cluster torpedo from one of the Delta
Oh, yeah,
Quadrant
okay.
missions. Why? Because this character doesn't actually use real torpedo powers. I'm just like throwing something in there for kinetic damage.
Ah,
I always use those cluster mine torpedoes when I do mine layers.
Zelda, are you jealous of training for martial arts or going to Comic-Con? One I can help with.
The Tricobalt cluster torpedo is actually something that can actually kill your allies.
Yeah, that's what I was concerned
But
about.
Tricobalt destroys the sun.
No. Yes, indeed, Exisimer, and I will say this for everybody. There are upgrades, 2 Ultimate Tech upgrades for each account available today in the Promotions tab. You have to get that before they change it tomorrow. It will only be available for 24 hours.
Yeah,
So-
it will change tomorrow at noon Pacific time.
We think. We're pretty sure. You can go to Comic-Con. This one's
Yeah,
down in
I'm
McAllen,
pretty sure
Texas.
it's a
so-
specific time.
T6 this year, perhaps? Probably not. Not as a freebie.
I wouldn't say no.
Really?
However, they might do something weird, like giving people a free unlock for the XSV, which was one of the original Delta Rising ships. It's like, we've never done a free giveaway for this ship before. What? It's 10 years old. Whatever. We'll give it away anyways.
Well, that merchant freighter is actually kind of cool on the interior.
Oh yeah.
I
That's the
it's-
Amory
it's-
interior.
Yeah, it's nice though. It's got a full-blown interior. It's just like, wow. You can go in there and go to medical and talk to your science officers and pick up duty officer missions and get food down at the chef. It's cool. The low-B temporal disruption device can also kill your enemies as can the destabilized plasma torpedo. Correction, kill your buddies. I mean, yeah, one would hope it kills the enemies. That's kind of the goal in the game.
But yeah. Things with splash damage are important to remember. And me, as someone who has a plasma torpedo bomber build, paying attention to splash damage is the entire thing you need to do for that.
I'm kind of good
Because
at
I
blowing
think
myself
literally
up.
everything in my build can kill me. And the enemies too.
Drunken Heretic, I
boy.
am sorry that you're brain fried from work. I'm not brain fried from work today, I'm just brain fried.
Well, I'm brain fried from work. People I work with are idiots.
Okay.
That does happen
well, what else
sometimes,
is
you
new?
know?
I know, right?
I hit the wrong button. Oh well.
That's why I drink.
Right, is that the only reason why you drink, or just one of many?
No, the only reason I drink. Other than that, I don't really drink. Well, that and I've discovered new alcohol to buy.
I should have you come out here and be my
I'm one
Tester
of those
for all
people
the
who's
recipes we're doing.
weird and just like the idea of drinking alcohol is just no. It's like, yes, I know what alcohol tastes like, and to me it tastes terrible.
Everybody likes it. And a lot of people just don't drink.
Have
Period.
you ever tasted a pina colada?
Yeah, but you know what? A pina colada, a virgin pina colada, is also delicious.
I've had the alcoholic. We have a Chi-Chi's pina colada. We used to get it in sometimes.
A real one tastes
It's really
better.
good.
My martial arts teacher has never had alcohol ever.
He's like, it's not that I'm like opposed to the idea of drinking alcohol. It's just like anything over. It's the actual taste of alcohol
Yeah.
is just like, ugh.
There's nothing wrong with that one.
Just depends on the alcohol.
I mean, there's some things I like. I love good scotch. I hate bad scotch. It's just
Wow, a cleave literally spawned on top of me. Okay, well, you know where that cleave is going.
away. Zelda fan says I'm currently eating candy corn and worms. Candy
Oh
worms,
yeah,
I hope.
worms are fun.
That would be
Yeah,
good.
the candy gummy worms, I think, is probably what's.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I'm sitting here going through my recipes for the cookbook. Going, okay, but I suppose I could do one with real worms in it.
No, please don't.
I did decide on one of the best recipes, though, in terms of visual aesthetics, is something called assassin's pasta. Where you
So
cook.
in Neelix's cookbook, he has the recipe for gak.
Yeah, I'm doing a better cookbook. I have recipes that aren't even in Neelix's cookbook, and I attribute them to Neelix, so there. Gummy worms, okay. Bad scotch is paint thinner. Oh god, isn't it though? It is.
Well, here's one for you. In World War II, what was one of the most common things used for rocket fuel?
World War II?
Yes,
I have no clue.
grain alcohol.
That makes some sense.
They would use grain alcohol as rocket fuel because it was cheap and easy to make, and it,
Bright light, everyone.
Now you tell me.
No, hold on. That wasn't me. Now bright light.
There we go. Yeah, now. Good. Thank you. Oh god, yeah. There you go. I hope you all appreciated that one.
Sorry, it was. I'm
I
trying
actually
to.
didn't see it. Huh.
Okay.
Wait, you're on the other side of the map. I guess it does have a range after
Yes,
all.
it does have a range. So I'm reading the responses here to what did they use for fuel in reverse order. So Exismer says methanol, Drunken Heretic says kerosene, and right before that, the line above that is from Drunken Heretic and it says rumchata. And it was an answer to a different question, but my brain went, okay, that's...
We actually have rum chata
I mean,
at our liquor store.
I'm sure
rum
you do.
is the kind of alcohol that they would use for that, just a less pure form.
Yeah.
I am drinking rum right now.
Well, actually what makes rummy is the fact that it is impure. It's all those lovely sugars and molassesy overtones that make it rum. Otherwise, it's just alcohol. Yay!
Yay, we
Got
win.
the universe- Yeah, we win.
I couldn't resist saying that.
I mean, this is one of those things where it's like, okay, were you expecting otherwise?
Ooh, hold
Well,
on.
see, I am.
Oh, stop.
I
We
am
have a really
drinking
good
my
question here
special
from
drink.
Benjiru. Benjiru has a great question. If I want to dabble in carrier gameplay, which one should I get first? Great question.
Gemma-
Do you have the Gamma
Rummy.
Quadrant bundle?
Jem'Hadar,
Rummy
Gamma,
Yeah.
the Jem'Hadar Vanguard ship.
Yeah, the Jem'Hadar Vanguard carrier is my favorite.
I mean, if you have
Absolute
the Jem'Hadar bundle, that is just, yeah, just like use that thing.
This guy.
But
This guy right here.
Yeah, Bonnie will give you one of the best consoles in the game.
Yeah. I love this ship. Right out of the box without having to do a lot with it. It's a great little carrier. I still use it on a couple of tunes, and it's been years since I got it.
And again,
Excuse me one
with
sec.
my
You guys keep
Universal
talking, I'm just
Endeavor,
gonna
I don't
do
get
something.
anything. Just stuff.
Hmm.
No
What-
reroll tokens.
What's that? You're complaining about getting dilithium? Aw.
No, reroll. No, I get salvage.
I mean, salvage is useful.
I mean, yeah, but I would like
Granted,
reroll
you can
tokens.
get salvage easily by killing people in battle zones.
I
Let's see
know,
here.
but I would like a reroll token once in a while.
For mine, I got 150,000 energy credits, 1,000 dilithium, and a multiple choice mark box.
Yes, you can use it on a Federation character.
All of which are green quality items, but they're useful.
Oh, that was the wrong response. Ignore that one, Exumer. Benji Root, yes, you can use it on a Fed character. And let's see.
I'll be
Rachel's
right
having a
back.
beer. Exumer's having a beer. I'm drinking wine, and then I'm going to go back to water. Zelda says, personally, I would go with the Mirror Galaxy Cruiser Dreadnought. So let's go over there. Oh, which isn't here.
The Mirror Galaxy Cruiser Dreadnought is one of the legendary ship bundles.
Okay. Well, if you don't mind buying a bundle. Nope. Oh, yeah, there it is. The thing with this one, if you buy it, it's an expensive bundle, but it's an unlock for the account, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, love the Mirror Galaxy X myself.
You do know, Benji, that you can alter the appearance to some extent.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
All right. I created a new character. I'm going to play her for a while. Her name is Ruby Harriman of the USS Tuesday.
Yeah, Caps reminds
If
us,
you-
wait for the sales. Always wait for the sales.
Yeah,
And there should be one coming
that's
up,
a very
too.
good point. Well, when I got the Galaxy X bundle for the legendary Galaxy X, I got that when it was like 50% off because it was like brand new. And it's like, ooh, I have the Zen to buy that. Yum. I did actually fly the Galaxy X quite a lot back when it was a T5 ship.
Galaxy X?
Yes.
Which one's that?
It's the one that
The-
has a third nacelle in the middle. You know, the one from the final
Oh,
episode of TNG.
okay. All right, yeah. I have that one? That sounded more of a question than a
Yes,
statement.
yes, it did.
I think I have that one. Probably not. I think I need the bundle. Where do I get the bundle?
Under bundles?
Yeah, I probably don't have it then.
Yeah,
Um,
again, it's one of the legendary ship bundles.
Benji Root is...
the 10th anniversary?
No,
No, not
this
the
is
10th
the Mirror
anniversary
Universe Legendary, isn't
Oh.
it?
What's it called?
Let me see. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah. So Benjiru, the sales change every time, so just keep your eyes peeled. If there's something you're looking for, just check like once a week and see if it went on sale. Because they might have bundles on sale one time, and the next time they have ships, next time they've got uniforms or items.
Okay, every time something's on sale, like Zen or bundles, it's always on the week before I get paid, and it ends the day before I get paid.
You know, you could
Oh,
simply
that's
live
unfortunate.
without for a week in anticipation.
See, well, one thing to remember here is that on the day you get paid, you could buy Zen and then sit on it for 6 weeks.
But even when they have Zen sales, I can't buy it because it's
Yeah.
always
I know
the
what you
week
mean.
before.
Right. So you just have to stash the money, This is what I did when I had like 6 weddings last year. And, you have to give them some money for each wedding. And it's like, I can't afford to, just hand out this
Yeah.
here and that here and money there.
Uh,
So we figured it out and it's $35 a week. It's 35. It just goes into a separate account. You never notice that it's gone.
yeah,
Yeah.
and our the thing is, when you get a decent amount of money, buy a prepaid Visa or MasterCard gift card.
Oh yeah. That's a thing you can do too.
See, Benjaru says,
Yeah.
"No, I'm scared to buy." You don't have to be scared to buy, but bear in mind, anniversary sale is probably going to be in the next couple of days.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're almost there. I'm not going to do that to my friends. This is DT and Mrs. DT and George from work and Mrs. George from work and my son's friends. We don't mess up people we love.
Okay, which one's the third cell in the cell bundle for Galaxy class?
I was actually just looking in the store and I can't find it. It might be because I own it and it's decided it doesn't want to show it to me because I own it.
Mirror Universe bundle. Yeah, it has
Yeah,
the
but he has the bundle, so it won't show him the bundle. He has to pick the
No. It's the other. Oh, okay. I found it. Yeah. It doesn't have legendary in the name of the bundle. That's
Yeah,
what.
it-
No,
that's
it's
why.
if you just put in mirror for the bundle. Type in if you're
Yeah.
looking at that one, just
Mi-
type the word mirror.
the Mirror Universe bundle has the legendary Dreadnought Cruiser
Mm-hmm.
in it.
It's the only ship in it, actually. But it also gives you an account unlock, I think,
Yes.
for an Agony Phaser torpedo launcher, several other Mirror Universe things that you may or may not have already, and it lets you use certain Mirror Universe themed ship prefixes if you feel like it.
It's the T6
Yeah, I don't
Legendary
have that one.
Dreadnought Agony Phaser Torpedo Launcher, Mirror Universe, and the ship is on unlocked for the account. Mirror Odyssey uniform, Mirror Leda uniform, Mirror Romulan uniform, Mirror Bortescu uniform, Mirror Hakiv duty officer, a Rottweiler Porthos, ISS
He
prefix,
wanted
AKS
carrier,
prefix, and an
right?
ARW. Yeah, he was looking at carriers too.
Right, if I remember right, this thing is a flight deck ship. It's not a full carrier. Yeah, one hangar bay, and
Yeah.
it comes with Type 8 shuttles.
Yeah, I'm still more for the Jemmy.
If
So-
you look up the Awani mob,
The Awani?
mhm,
Oops, that's not what I wanted. Awani.
The Awani command carrier.
Hopefully spelled. That's not how you spell it. How do you spell Awani?
AWA.
No, AHW.
There we go.
Oh,
This is actually a nice ship, which apparently I have being available to me. There we go.
this ship has probably the best energy weapon console in the game.
I think that's why I.
The
Well-
more auxiliary you put into it, the more haste you get. It's quite insane.
Okay, I got this as part of the 14th anniversary, so last year I bought it out. Benjiru, swear is correct. If you are doing the meta event, the big annual event, at the end of the year you will get one Infinity level T6 ship of your choice. You get some T6 regular ships of your choice, and you get a stack of Lobi. So if you haven't started that, start that. It's
Yeah,
definitely
but
worth
they
it.
don't have the Kami 3 in those choices.
They might this year though, because it'll be 2 years out.
Well, that's a research ship, right?
The Connie 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a premium ship. It should be available when we get past the date, whatever the time limit is.
anything that what a year old approximately.
Yeah.
Although apparently the devs have to like actually manually add things to that. It's not
not
like
that bad.
automatically calculated. But yeah, approximately a year old. Anything that's approximately a year old is available.
Benji, by the way, if you don't complete the event, it's sometimes worth it to buy it out, but you can make that decision later during the course of the year. Don't worry about it if you don't at this moment. And it goes on more than long enough for you to get it. You only need to complete 4 to get it.
Yeah, well,
So-
one of the devs showed that they had done a ship model for something called the Shangri-La
Mhm.
from one of the other Star Trek games,
Yep,
and
that's what Caps is saying.
that's the biggest hint we've had so far for it.
Well, the Ark Royal's probably going to be in it too, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't think that's a surprise because they were talking about that one. The Shangri-La has been the hint.
I mean, that's like one of them we actually did see a picture of, and yeah.
Yeah, they talked about the Ark Royal. Wasn't on Kel's channel. It was on somebody else's channel, though. It wasn't in, because we don't have an official
One of
channel
the
anymore.
ship artists posted pictures of it online.
Okay. Thomas did? Or somebody else?
Maybe.
Okay.
Might have been Thomas. But, it was just a kind of like a sort of like advertising thing. It's like, hey, here's why you should be excited about the bundle or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much. There were some specs out there, too. Well, shall we do something?
Maybe.
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 Or maybe.
Swear has terrible luck in isomag crafting. No. It's just regular luck.
Yeah.
They didn't make it so it's easy to do it. They made it so it's challenging.
Did you count the number of things that you get when you re-engineer an isomag? It's long. Potential powers: AP, beams, cannons, chronoton disruptor, mines, photon, phaser, plasma torp, polaron, quantum, tetrion, torpedo, transphasic, tricobalt, aux power, resol, disruptor, engine power, kinetic plus physical, res A, phaser disruptor resistance, phaser resistance, plasma resistance, res B,
Wow.
platet, pole app. I'm not done yet. That's only like 2/3 of it. Okay, so total is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. I think 41 if I counted right. So you have like a 1 in 41 chance of getting the exact mod you want. Oh boy. Which is probably by design, because like several of those things, I look at them, it's like, yes, but why would I want that to be on a isomag ever? Like plasmid torp. You don't use isomags if you're doing a kinetic build. You just don't. Because the base effect of an isomag doesn't help. Don't care about weapon power in a kinetic build. Anyway,
Every time you roll it, you are rolling a 41-sided dice. Yes, indeed.
That's assuming I counted right. I mean, I'm not actually 100% sure I counted right, but it's somewhere around the 41, yeah.
Yeah, and it's not evenly weighted because I swear to goodness, it will re-roll the same weird stuff over and over and over again and never hit the stuff I want.
Yeah, I have noted that. I don't really understand that. Let's see here. Okay, here. I have one that laying around that I rolled shield heal on that I was debating throwing away. Let's see here. I will re-engineer it a few times. Let's see here. So let's see here.
Hey, Wolfie! Wolfie, I believe, has started back up with her show again, everybody.
Okay.
Hey,
you know what?
Wolfie.
I'm going to stop with this experiment now. Why? Because this is a character that uses disruptor beam weapons, and he rolled disruptor on the first one, reroll. So I'm just going to sit on that one. But anyways, yeah, sometimes you get lucky.
Zelda fan, Keldon specifically got fired. Basically, everybody from Cryptic was laid off. A few of the devs and a few others have been around and are sticking around for a while. Borticus, Thomas. Is Nick still with them?
But the way I understand it, some of them had their contracts, what's the best way to put this? Extended as part of the changeover.
Yeah.
and some of them are actually Deca employees now. So, like Kaiserin. Kaiserin is a Deca employee.
Okay.
Thomas, from my understanding, is a Deca employee. Tumor Boy apparently was like the last person in the environmental art team to leave, but he was, he didn't actually become a permanent Deca employee.
Yeah, which is too bad because I really like him as
So
I like him
Kel
as a
got-
person.
You said Kale got fired?
No,
No,
like everybody
Kale
else, he got
was
let
one
go.
of the people who didn't become a Deca employee.
Okay, I thought you said Kale got fired.
No, he didn't. He, like a lot of people, got let go, but not fired. You know, when you say somebody got fired, it's like, we're going to fire you for being a bad boy.
Notice how I am specifically saying Deca employee, not Cryptic employee, because Cryptic as we knew it is dead.
Still
gone.
exists.
On paper.
On paper, of course. Yeah, it will exist, until they finish a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, there's at least here in the U.S. there's a difference between layoff and fired.
Right, yeah. And hi, Graz, how are you doing?
Doing good at the moment. You?
I'm doing fine. I'm drinking what's left of a glass of wine and then switching back to water.
In this case, one way of looking at it is like they didn't get transferred to a new
Pretty much,
job. Because
It's the way it is in that business, though. I mean, companies come and go and people get moved around. And
honestly, Cryptic Studios lasting that many years is a rarity.
It is.
In the industry. It's like, yes, you do have studios like Bethesda that stick around for decades. But that's the exception, and only because they're one of the like big, like corporate funded ones.
Wolfie is lurking. Who wants to do something?
My game crashed. I have to relog in.
Okay. Anybody else? I don't have anything I need to do. I mean, I've got defeat Vadwar on the ground. Oh no, how terrible.
I mean, the defeating Vadwar, I mean, just go to Kobali.
I know.
That's easy.
That's the only place, right?
Right. That's the only place you can defeat them.
Or you can do story missions where you fight Vadwar, usually on Kobali. But
yes.
actually, you know what? One of the story missions that has one of the most Vadwar kills is actually the one where you go to the Vadwar homeworld and fight Gaul there. That has a giant number of Vadwar kills.
Yeah, but what's the worst one? We've got 60. It doesn't take much to kill 60.
Yeah, I know, but it's like the Vadwar homeworld story mission. That one actually has 60 kills in the one story mission.
Which story mission is that?
That would be... Hang on a second.
You've never played the Delta Rising story arc?
No.
Have to look up the.
Hold on a second. It's not Revelations. It's the one at the end, right?
No. What's currently the one at the end is Dust to Dust.
No, but before the big one.
Takedown.
Takedown. Yeah.
Yeah, it's time for the final battle. Can you stop Gaul and the Vadwar before he launches a fatal assault?
There's one section well into it though where they're just dumping Vadwar down into this like arena area.
Revolution.
Yeah.
Because like this is one of the Revolution is the one where you piss off the Vadwar leadership by revealing to the Vadwar that Gaul is a
Bluegill?
that
Except they don't
Gaul
believe
is
you.
possessed.
Except they don't believe you.
No, it actually starts a civil war among the Vadwar.
But
Gaul kills most of the Vadwar that know about it, to keep the entire Vadwar armada from revolting against him. So that the majority of them in Takedown don't know, because he murders most of the ones that find out in Revolution.
Yeah, but the rumors are out there. I got room for one more person for doing something in space. Don't know what it is.
I'm trying to do something on ground.
That's
trying.
fine. That's fine.
Slurring my words.
That's also fine. Graz, you want to join us for some pew pew?
Sure, doing space pew pew.
Yep, spacey pew pew.
Okay. Give me a moment
Yep,
here.
no problem. So we have Taz,
And
Drunken
here-
Heretic, Eximmer, and Graz and me.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to join you anyways because I'm level 2.
Yeah, that would definitely put a dent in it. This ship has got a whacking grade 0.4 in mastery. So there's always
Oh yeah,
that.
that reminds me. The HRN Agamemnon that Slarg is flying is at 4.25.
Boy, that really sounds... Well, you're not in this party, otherwise we could go off and do some leveling.
Yeah. Oh well.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Anybody have a preference for anything?
Not
Do you
really.
want to do Borg disconnected?
Really? I'm
You know,
serious.
you can get quite a lot of ship kills in Borg
Yeah,
disconnected.
but...
Oh, just a heads up, we have 6 people in the.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where my duplicate is. It's Borg King.
okay.
That's from the last
thought
party
I-
we had. There we go.
I thought I left that party.
You did, but we also had to go in as a private party. And so it had left you in that even though you had left it. Did you
Yeah, I
really
left-
want to do Borg disconnected?
It's up to you.
No, I yield to the wishes of the majority on occasion.
I find Borg disconnected relaxing.
Fine, we're going to
I-
do this one for
see-
Taz.
I can see how others don't find it relaxing. In that case,
This is
we
for
can do
Taz.
something else.
No, we're going to do this for you, gosh darn it.
As someone who played Borg
Enjoy it or
disconnected when it was new, yeah, I mean,
I am 7 of 9.
when you understand how it works, it really isn't all that hard.
Many Borg were disconnected from the collective.
Caps is saying, do Procyon 5 and Days of Doom right after. Yeah, no. We did Gravity Kills Sunday? Sunday night, I think. Because somebody paid for the privilege pie.
Procyon 5 is actually pretty easy if you have like a proper team
If
roles
you have a
assigned.
proper team, yes. If you pick it up as a random and you're not prepared for it,
That's
oh
me.
my gosh. Ah.
Now, if you have randos who are good at killing things, you can just let the randos kill things and then close the portals while the randos are killing things, or at
This
the
is
very
true.
least keeping them things distracted while you close the portals. I have actually had it come up in randoms, and
Oh yeah.
that was more or less what I had to do in the random, is just like use the pugs as a distraction while I close portals.
Oh yeah. When we were doing Gravity, was it Gravity Kills? Yeah, I think it was Gravity Kills, and it kept popping up over and over and over because somebody was working on a build specific for Gravity Kills. And that's all well and good, but if you're doing randoms, it keeps popping up every 30 minutes.
Well, how do you get a random of Gravity Kills if it's not random?
Gravity Kills is in the random
It is.
distribution
Well,
list.
But what I'm saying is, like, how do they get...
It's simple. Is that if you manually queue specifically for Gravity Kills in the queue thing, because of the fact that the random queue is filling in things that people manually queued for, it will pull in people from the RTFO list to fill in the queue.
If nobody specifically asks for anything, that's a different story. But if somebody's put it in, let's say I put in Days of Doom by myself, and 4 more people join the random queue, they will get sucked into it.
Yep. Which, if you're playing a 5-man team, it'll just do a dice roll because it
Yeah.
can't add you to someone else's thing. But, the rest of the time, yeah. If someone such as myself decides he needs to kill Terrans and chooses one of the missions where you fight Terrans on ground, so that he can kill Terrans on ground. Hey, hello, Pugmates. Nice to see you today. Guess what we're doing?
Kiap said, you want to really make people's nights bad? Queue for any of those TFOs, then when they pop, decline. I know people do this. There's a special place in the afterlife reserved for them.
I've heard of that. It's lame and dumb.
It's cruel, but it's pretty funny.
Actually, the part about that makes it even worse is the fact that you don't have to actually manually decline. You just don't click the button to
Yeah, you don't
start
accept.
it.
Well, just don't accept it, because we've had Cliff occasionally time out on us because he's only got the one monitor, and sometimes he doesn't see that we've got a weeboo going on.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like as long as you don't click the button to join, it'll just wait and wait and wait and time out
We
eventually.
have a massive disturbance in fluid space.
Drunken Heretic says,
Pe-
a special
people
place in
only have
Clethor.
one-
Two is approaching.
People only have one monitor.
Yeah, I know.
Heresy. Sacrilege.
I mean, I'm currently staring at 3 monitors, but that's because I have 2 computers.
No, I've got 2 up here on this computer. I've got more monitors in the garage, but they're old ones. And I just don't want to pay to have them taken away. They don't belong to
But-
me. But
But like, I have Mom's stream on one monitor, and I'm playing the game on a different computer. But I can watch both at the same time.
let's see. I really wish the Stowe devs would add playable Orion race for Fed. Reason why is character Tendi. Seeing they have playable Klingon and Fed. They might. They certainly could do
They
it.
have mentioned that is a possibility. It's
Mhm.
just that you need to do a lot of copy pasting, and in this case, they would also probably want to add in certain of the unique Orion costume parts to
That would
what
be
would
nice,
otherwise
though.
be a Fed character.
Satalia, so defeating Tholians on Nukara, do I do a mission or a TFO? No. Just go to Nukara.
Okay, I believe that technically the 2 elite Tholian TFOs do count as part
Oh,
of
they do. They
Nukara.
absolutely count. But if you try
It's
and
easier to
Q4,
just wander around the easy area on Nukara Prime and just shoot the Tholian ensigns repeatedly.
So
They're
when you
quick
go
and easy.
to Nukara, there's also 2 places. You can go to the outdoor environment, or you can go off the little platform behind the person who gives you the assignments.
Yeah,
and
there's
there's-
a cave.
Yeah, there's a cave system behind it. So both will work. The cave system's a little bit slower.
The outdoor areas are actually easier to get stuck in and mobbed by dozens of Tholians. Which,
I have
if you're killing them fast enough, isn't a problem.
Yeah.
And is actually a convenience because it means you have more targets to kill.
We've only gotten 4 Borg disconnected.
The indoor ones are, you kill everything in this room and then you go to a different room and,
yeah. They will respawn in the room after a little while, but it's kind of slow.
It's more waiting because it takes a little more time than just like shoot this spawn point and then stand between this spawn point and the other spawn point and kill the other spawn point, because the other spawn point's in a different room on the other side of a wall.
But yeah, just get yourself over to Nukara, beam down. Go talk to the nice person if you want to pick up stuff. Otherwise, just jump over the railing and start shooting things.
Nice person.
Yeah, there's a person there who gives you assignments.
How do we know they're actually nice?
Because I have determined that they are nice. I have said it, it is so. You know me, I tend to think people are nice people. Come on, give us some more Borgies to disconnect, please. Need 2 more Borgs to disconnect.
One more.
Still saying 1 more, but we've got a minute.
Oh,
There we go. Yep.
We're good.
It's just slow to give us the counts. Though technically, Satalia, there's also a couple of story missions that have Tholians. If you wanted to. It's in this
Yeah.
newest arc, I think. In the Kings
yeah.
and Queen arc. I think it's Wish Upon a Star. Is that the one?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, it's got Tholians in it.
What's that audio from?
I know Music's playing it.
Houston, what are you playing?
Oh, I think it was Mucin's mic was picking up the audio output from his computer.
Ah,
It's
Well,
like,
which
I
system?
thought I heard my own voice coming over the.
that would do it.
The vault has been designed
Well,
to
which
fight
mission is that?
destroyer.
Which one?
That wasn't a mission that we were hearing. That sounded like an ad on YouTube.
YouTube ads. I don't know where the heck they figure out their algorithms.
Oh. I know what part of it is. It's like it's actually like rummaging through your temporary internet files to look for things that they can show you ads for.
I'm not judging anybody, but the thing I'm getting a lot of ads for is a gummy that makes it easier to do prep for male-on-male intercourse.
Interesting.
hell?
That's one of those products where I
have no idea.
I don't
how I got
recall
on that
ever
one.
seeing those. But like, well, one thing that I noted was that going to the Noble Knight Games website and looking up the history of things that I bought from them one day, I hadn't seen a single ad for them for over a month.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, after doing that, I see ads for them once an hour on YouTube.
Oh goodness.
It's like, I get it, but at the same time, what?
Let's see. Zelda says, "I'm nice till people do something to piss me off. Usually involves effing me or someone I care of. I assume you mean care for." Ooh, the Borgs. Benji-Roo. Borgies are fun, but for Borgies, if you can get hold of Lex knives, they can't. What is it? Adapt to it.
Well, yes, but actually no. If it's the red Borg, they'll adapt to Lex knives.
Yes, but
The rest of the Borg won't. Even the blue ones don't.
it's really fun to throw Lex knives too.
Oh, also, did you see that thing about them updating the Borg cooperative ships?
No.
Yeah, they came up with some like lesser versions of the Borg Type 3 to use as Borg cooperative vessels.
Ah, yes, Benji-Roo, they do adapt. Hi, Wolf Grey, how are you? And he says, just drop all lightning on the good point.
Yeah, they don't adapt to kit modules.
But they adapt to weapons and energy types.
Now, there's a
Stephanie,
caveat to that, is that because adaptation is a debuff applied to the source of damage, and bridge officers and turrets both can have that debuff applied to them, that sort of has an effect there, but not much. Because like with turrets, just summon a new turret and the debuff is gone.
the Symphony of Lightning.
Symphony of Lightning is fun. But that's electrical, right?
I believe that might actually be considered a weapon effect, because I have noted from using the Sompek shotgun repeatedly on board that they can actually adapt to the Sompek shotgun. I'm pretty sure they can adapt to the Lucari wrist device as well.
Yeah, the wrist device, yes, but the Symphony of Lightning is actually
Like
not.
the feature probes, though.
They don't
the
adapt to
Symph-
Vitra probes.
The
I've never seen them
Symphony of Lightning is actually pretty much a set of effect.
Oh yeah, it's not really something that you use the weapon for directly. It's something that's triggered by
Yeah.
using the weapon or something or other.
No. As long as you have 3 of the 4 pieces, you get it.
Well, let's see if we can get the 3 in the time limit here.
I mean, I've had my bridge officers do that quite a lot. They
Oh,
seem
yeah.
to love setting that off.
Oh yeah, and it's like I had a former Armada member. Yeah, it's like he didn't know you could put the all 3 items, at least 3 of the 4 items onto your bridge officers until one day we're both on Nimbus. And I'm like, I was running up with him with my bridge officers, and he's like, "What the heck?" And he saw too many Symphony of Lightnings going off
I love
for
something.
one person.
Well, you can give it to all your bridge officers, and then if you get
Yeah.
everybody with it, it's just lovely. But
Oh yeah,
let's see, we've got the first contact day coming up, and if they haven't fixed the glitch, I hope they haven't fixed the glitch. Can you imagine they haven't fixed it, so it lets us bring down you, 5 of your friends, and each of them brings down their duty
I
officers.
mean, it didn't work last year.
It did on one. It worked on one, and then it looks like they fixed it. But imagine if they all had Symphony of Lightning.
so we're talking about 5 times 5,
Plus 1.
25 people.
Right. Plus you get 7 of 9.
You're 4 bridge officers per player,
Right?
5 players, so that's 25 people
Right.
essentially with Symphony of Lightning.
Yep.
That sounds insane.
Doesn't it? Sounds really good.
Sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that I did that was rather hilarious was giving 2 bridge officers on the same team the 3-part version of that Klingon Imperial set. The annoying set that you can't give a 4-piece to on bridge officers because it has 2 weapons in it.
Details.
But well, the Gorn guy on my team gets to use the Batleth in the set, and the Orion gets to use the the energy weapon it had in it. I don't even remember what the energy weapon in that set is. I think it's a rifle.
Now imagine the 25 people with Symphony of Lightning all being allowed to summon 2 pets into the map. Which would mean another 50 pets join the fray.
Well, let's see. Yeah. If you do barbecue targs, it will also bring in microwave targs. Well, that was nice. I actually got about 1.5 levels out of that. While we were
Patrol
doing
time?
that. Pardon?
Patrol time?
Well, we can patrol, yeah. If everybody
need
wants
your
to.
levels, no.
Does anyone have anything they want to do aside from patrols?
Oh, I need to work on one of the endeavors.
Sure, which one do you need?
Well, it's one where I need to go to New Romulus. The shields on ground.
Oh, yeah. Go. Have fun.
Oh yeah, that's right. Slarg needs to do leveling for his whatever that dragon themed ship is.
The Hysperion thingy.
Yeah, Hysperion, that thing.
One from 2 summer events ago.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, Zelda, you're more than welcome to my ads. I have no idea what I was watching that gave them the clue that this was relevant.
I think some of it is actually just fully random. It's like it. Also, I think sometimes it will show you an ad at random and then conclude that you watch something related to that topic, and then
I'm
show
going to tell you, I
more
watched that
ads.
ad because I'm like, what? I didn't know that this was a thing, and apparently it's a new thing.
I actually sometimes get ads for Telemundo because
Yeah.
of having watched people on YouTube who are Spanish speakers.
Guys, you know you can go into your phone and turn off the listening feature. Just go to Google and AdSense.
You do know I'm not
and
talking about a phone, right?
Yeah, but you know 90% of the information they get from you is from the microphone on your phone.
I don't
Again,
use-
I'm not using a phone.
So you don't have a mobile phone, period?
I have
No,
a
I-
mobile
I-
phone, but the ads I get on my phone aren't related to the ads I get on my computer, which I find interesting also.
Yeah, they are not localized to your phone. If you talk about foot fungus now, tomorrow you will have foot fungus ads. One of your
Congratulations.
devices
Well,
listen to you talking about foot fungus. They
But
brought it as an ad.
aside from talking to
It's
you guys,
called-
I don't talk I almost
It's
never
an
use
a-
my phone.
It's a feature that is called AdSense, and it's on every phone by default, and you manually have to go in and turn it off.
Yeah, but here's the
Oh,
thing.
and by the way, it will save you 40% battery life by just turning it off.
Yeah, because of the fact that it wastes a whole bunch of bandwidth sending things to towers for no reason.
Mhm.
But here's
Penjaroo
the thing
says,
with
great, now
AdSense
we're all
is
going to
that
get foot fungus ads.
here's the thing with AdSense though. That only actually applies if your phone is actually linked to what you do on your computer in some way. It doesn't work if your phone has no connection to your computer.
Oh,
I
I'm
have
gonna,
Google on my phone, and I use Google on my browser. There's the
Exactly.
connection.
That's
I'm
why I
gonna-
don't use
Anything,
Google on my personal computer.
yeah, I'm gonna log off here. Got
Right.
All right,
guildmate needing
guys.
some help.
Have a great night, Graz.
You too.
Thank you.
Ah, boy.
So we'll all get ads for foot fungus for the next few days.
No.
If we do it, that would be really funny.
Well, I keep getting ads for liquor stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
Since I
that makes
work
sense.
Yeah, but I work in a liquor store, but I still get ads on Facebook for a liquor store. So, like, I don't care. I don't care about Johnny Walker Red.
Hmm.
Well, Johnny Walker Red's
Anyway, so
horrible.
we're going to do a patrol for ship leveling.
Yeah, we can do a patrol for ship leveling. Yeah, was waiting for Graz to leave that one because I don't want to be rude. Give me 1 second here. Oh. I haven't done my Nevada state sales tax in 6 months. I'm not going to.
Hmm.
Because I've never sold anything in the state of Nevada. Or Nevada. Excuse me. Nevada. Not saying that right.
Nevada.
That was Nevada. Everybody
I
else
don't think it
says
actually
Nevada.
matters.
It does to the people who live there.
Hmm.
Zimmer
Nevada?
says Johnny Walker Red is bottom barrel. True. True. Ooh, what'd you get, Swear? Did you win one? Did Swear win a ship? I'm not seeing it here.
If they did, I did not see it.
Oh, bought the Iwani. Okay. I missed that one. By the way,
Are you still waiting for a ship, Mom?
am I waiting for a ship? No.
You're really gonna enjoy that, and the console you get from that ship you can use on any other ship you have and really super juice them.
Benji, thank you so much for the follow. I do appreciate it a lot.
You know, I
Lot
can't
of-
vouch for whether this is the best shield visual for the Hysperion battle cruiser. However, it is a shield visual that I like a lot, so I'm going to put it in Data's Gallery.
If you're doing a Klingon, we can't do a patrol. We can't go cross faction and patrol.
So you can't swap to a KDF character, so I can.
Well,
do a
my
patrol
tune that
with you.
needs to level 1 up is Federation. Tell you what,
Oh,
this.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, I can swap to a Fed site character. That's no problem.
Okay. Swear says, yeah, I kind of bought it for the console. Yeah, good choice.
So,
Good choice.
yeah, look at the thing I posted in Data's Gallery, and tell me what you think.
Data's gallery. Let me get up there. After the fireplace. Yeah,
The Hesperian.
it's a Hysperion, yeah.
Yeah, but I look at the shield visual I put on it. It's like it's kind of like a subtle thing, but adding those glowing red lines to the hull does look pretty cool.
Hang on. Yeah, it's...
That's the Iconian vanity, right?
I think so. I don't remember. I switched characters and I forgot to look at what it was. I put it on there like a year ago when I first got this ship, and I just like never finished leveling it. Wait, this character, did I actually finish leveling this one? Yes, of course I did. I've been sitting on this ship for a while.
Let me do one thing real
I
quick
just
here.
put a different character.
Here we go. All
Okay,
right.
who do I currently have have sitting on a ship that hasn't finished it?
Oh my god, I've got so many ships to finish. I'd hand them off to you, but that doesn't help me.
It's actually one of the things that's best about legendary ships is that the T6 traits become account unlocked, and thus everyone on your character has it, even if they've never even had that ship unpacked. Oh yeah, this character is working on leveling the Typhoon. Okay, so yeah, this guy can jump in on the stu.
Oh goodness. Gosh darn it. Hang on a second, I have to go look at something here.
Hey, Mom, what character is your fleet in?
I'm sorry, say again?
What character is your fleet in?
What character is this fleet in? I want to say this one
Yeah.
is Strike. No, this is Dipships.
Could you send me an invite?
Sure.
I thought characters joined fleets, not the other way around.
Something like that.
Whoop. You invited me to join a team, not a fleet.
Oh, sorry. Invite to fleet. There you go. I was so close to this distillery. Had I but known. Gosh darn it.
What are y'all doing right now? I'll help.
I was just looking at where what level are you there, Board King?
3. Well, hold on. Let me finish this.
Good evening, Mr. Dave. Swear says, "Yo, mama, so fat, fleets join her."
I'm at level 4. I can't.
No, you
I
can't.
can do hold on. I can do a few missions.
No, we're gonna do some patrols.
Oh. I can do bug hunt.
No, that's a TFO. We're gonna do a patrol.
Okay. Which
Lagavulin is amazing. 16
Which
is lovely.
patrol?
Which one shall we start with?
You asking me?
Yeah.
Let's go for rescue and search.
Rescue and search. It is on advanced, please.
Elite.
Elite.
Oh my god.
Rescue and search on elite.
At least you will have a chance to hit your target on elite. On advanced, they will just vaporize.
Hi, Cliff.
Walking
How are
in
you
flash.
doing?
And debris.
We'll wait for everyone to get here.
Is the Discovery one?
Yeah.
These are Mokai. Exisimer and Drunken Heretic, we are doing Rescue and Search Elite. So come on and join us. Zelda's gonna bounce. Go have fun. Go bounce. Go enjoy.
Just so you know,
Just bounce
none of
and
my
kiss 'em.
stuff on my ship will arrive until Tuesday.
That's why it's the Tuesday. That's why it is the Tuesday, correct?
It's Captain Ruby Harriman, USS Tuesday, if you get the connection.
I got the connection.
Okay, yes, but you do realize this means your ship's going to get sucked into a wormhole, right?
No, it'll get sucked to the
No,
Nexus.
just yeah.
Oh, crap. Oh. I don't seem to be in the same instance as you guys.
No, it's because Board King's here. That's why. It didn't pull you in. All right, we will fix that and we'll do it the next one out.
Wait, what?
I had invited Mar Hawkman, but I had also unintentionally invited you when I was supposed to be inviting you to the fleet. Boy, I can't talk today.
Are you drunk, Mom?
I've had one glass of wine. There's no way
Well,
I'm drunk.
Yeah, that sounds too much. Oh wow.
Well, I'm drunk.
Oh, yeah, but you work at it more than I do. You're an expert.
I know, right?
I'm an amateur at this. Yeah, and Cliff points out, hey, it is Tuesday. So everything
Yeah, I
should be
know.
there. Does we
Okay,
just have to
at this
stand here?
point, they are literally killing themselves. I'm not shooting anything anymore.
They're just-
Those red orbs that they get from warp core breaches
Yeah.
are just being stacked and stacked and stacked, and they are keep crashing into them and into them and into them.
I mean,
Just
chain breach
ridiculous.
is a valid tactic. Yeah.
Stupid Mokai.
So, in the instance of rescue and search I'm currently in, I'm kind of sort of soloing it at the moment. So, eventually I'll get done with this, I guess.
Cap says only the finest bag of wine will do. Yes, yes, indeed.
Oh, Franzia or Peter Van Bella. Whatever
I
it's
think
called.
I think the key word was bag.
Yes. No, I know where he's going with that one. So
We
boxed
sell that
Ameri-
stuff.
Yeah, boxed wines are
Boxed
actually
wine.
a bag of wine in a box.
You know, I heard a rumor once that the actual worst way to buy wine is in metal casks.
Ugh. I believe that.
Apparently, like, one method that people used to use for certain methods of transportation was to just kind of like put it in metal barrels.
Ew.
Much like the way that they will store several other beverages, it's just that for wine that just doesn't store very well.
No, it wouldn't, would it?
So soloing an elite patrol, easier than I was expecting, although there are several Lucari here to keep the enemies distracted.
Gosh, they keep sending me like
Stay
10
more
million
than
miles
5
away.
kilometers out.
I mean, it's the Mokai. Why are you not expecting viral impulse burst?
I know. I'm drunk, right? Give me a break.
No.
Stally says, every time a Thelian grabs me with its web thingy, I think of that scene from The Fly. Help me! Help me!
Never seen The Fly.
Either one of them?
That's a temporary problem that's easily remedied.
It's a good
There's
movie.
two?
Yes.
The old one, the old original one, and a new version that was a remake they did in the 70s.
I thought it was 80s. The Jeff Goldblum one?
I
Yeah, the Jeff Goldblum
oh
one.
right, like early 80s, I guess. Okay, whatever.
I thought the Jeff Goldblum one was the first one.
No.
Okay.
Prior to that,
we
there was
can-
one, I want to say, in the early 60s
I've
with
literally-
David
I
Hedison.
gave all my life.
The Jeff Goldblum one has certain things in it that the original one considered taboo subject material. Like
Oh.
the
Yeah.
idea of having the human fly hybrid father children with someone who's not a fly hybrid. Yeah,
that's not
that
gonna
was an interesting idea that they threw in there.
Okay, I'm gonna leave this team so I don't screw up anyone.
Okay, I'll invite Mar Hawkman when he's done there. Let's see how that did for me, by the way. Ooh, that got me up like almost nothing.
Told you, advanced won't. There won't
I
be
got-
enough
That was
HP for you
elite.
to be able to.
I
No,
got
it was
1% of my ship.
Okay, I have just finished the Defend Lucari Vessels part and got to the Speak with Kumarki part.
Oh, so you're still at the beginning.
Yeah.
So the fly was 1986, but the first fly was 1958.
Oh. Yeah, that's a lot older.
Yeah, with
When they
David
were going
Hedison,
through the
Patricia
same-
Owens, Vincent Price, and Herbert Marshall. Wow.
Yeah, anything with Vincent Price is not new.
Yeah. Oh, here's the interesting thing. The screenplay was by James Clavell. And nobody else is going, wow. Yeah.
I've heard that name before. I don't
Oh,
remember who
let's
he
see.
is.
He wrote a ton of books. Let's see. He wrote Shogun.
The only recent Vincent Price movie I've seen was Edward Scissorhands.
You call that recent?
Well,
That was like
to
his
me,
last
that's
movie, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see. James Clavell wrote Shogun, Taipan, King Rat, Gaijin, Noble House, good book, Noble House, but weird. Whirlwind, Escape, a couple other ones. Really interesting books. Didn't know he did movie scripts, though. Apparently it's set in Quebec originally.
Quebec? Or Quebec?
Quebec. Let's see. And man, dog, fly, guy at the end. Yes. Yes, exactly. The ending's so sad.
Yeah, Quebec, as
Quebec.
opposed to a Quebec. Yeah, there's a kind of ship that's called Quebec.
Yeah, but there's also Quebec, as in the place.
Mhm.
Okay. You're still engaged, Mar Hawkman?
Okay, so did you guys want to just like jump into the one I'm currently in, or
We
can
are
you
on
even do
cooldown.
that?
Can
I don't
you-
know.
Yeah, we'll be in cooldown for 30 minutes on that one.
Oh, never mind. Because like I'm still at like the first area of it. I just barely finished the first.
You could bail.
fight. You get the
30
XP for
minutes.
that? I don't know.
Pardon?
Do you get XP for leaving early, or do you have to like finish?
You get
the whole
what
thing
you've
before-
earned at that point, but you don't get like any grand amount. Not that we got a grand amount from that one. Anyone.
Okay, yeah, that did give me some progress, I
Okay.
guess.
Well, you'll get more progress doing it solo than you will doing it as a team.
Just it takes a long time solo.
Yeah.
Yes. And Cliff
Yeah,
is-
the amount of time it took me to get the first group of ships done was equal to the amount of time it took you guys to finish the whole thing.
Does anyone want to step out so Cliff can join us for one? Because I was going to bring in Mar Hawkman for this one. Since
Well, I thought I did step out.
You did. You did indeed step out, and I was going to bring in Mar Hawkman because you stepped out. Question: which reps should I focus on first? Discovery. That would be.
I always liked Romulus.
Romulus is good, but Discovery has got more stuff that you may want to use. So if you've got
they have the-
priorities,
They have like that shield thing they use.
yeah, there's a lot of
Uh,
stuff in there.
Temporal rep is also a really, really good one because some of the toys from that are just awesome.
Yeah, well,
But see, I like the Romulus because you get the bring in the ships and bring in the ground crew to help you.
for reputation.
Yeah, you get the bring in the shadowy elite guard or the
Oh yeah, it's
Security.
because Romulan Rep did something unique. Is that it has consumable devices
Oh,
for summoning combat pets. Except that the combat pets are just Reman or Romulan NPCs.
and I love that.
So everything's got something good. My first instinct is to go with Discovery, though, because there's a lot of weapons. There's a deflector that's really nice. There's the Mud's time device. There's the suck box.
Also, one thing to remember is that if you're doing
There's great
most
shield.
content in the game,
Mhm.
you will get more than one day's worth of marks for doing daily projects. So you're not going to be limited to doing one rep at a time.
Yeah.
You
So right now, when we've got the event going on, you can do that over and over and over and just keep racking up event stuff. Hey, Frost! I'm sorry you're having a bad day, dear. Grab this new crystal thing from Phoenix Prize Token Shop. Oh,
Oh, he's talking about the little crystal prisms that do the psionic damage, I guess.
oh, the 3.
Yeah, that is one of the most fun kit modules in the game
I
to
like
play
that one.
with.
Yeah, it's effective too if you know how to use it, and it's a nice one for like Nukara.
Or the Voth battle zone where you have to do that thing where you like defend a location. You
Yeah.
just pile a bunch of the crystal prisms, and then the crystal prisms act like a firing squad anytime Voth
Yep.
spawn.
Yep. Benjaru, absolutely. Farm those marks. Frost, I'm sorry you're having a bad day. I hope you take it easy. When you feel better, give me a buzz.
There are certain costumes that you occasionally see other players wearing in the game. Then you look and it's like, oh yeah, I'd forgot they even added that to the game. I don't
Costumes
even
are a big
remember
part
which
of it.
episode this one's from. It's this one that looks kind of like a football helmet, except it has a face mask. And it comes with a bodysuit that's like a 70s style bodysuit, but I don't remember exactly
You
what
got me on
episode
that
it
one.
came from.
Got me.
Oh, here, I'll put a picture of it in
Okay.
the gallery.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy in red and white.
Oh, that looks like God, kind of looks like out of the motion picture, the security guys, but not quite.
Yeah, it's just like one of those things. It's like it feels like it's one of the like older things, but I don't remember exactly which one.
Like I said, it really vaguely reminds me of security dudes in the TOS movies.
Power Rangers.
I have actually heard of people using this as a way to make Power Rangers characters, I think. But, you know, because like that helmet actually does feel like the Power Ranger helmets a lot. But I don't remember what it's supposed to be. Well.
That's another show I never seen.
We can take care of
We'll
that
never get
too.
into that.
Power Rangers? Well, see, one thing to remember about Power Rangers is that there's actually like 20 different ones. And if the American adaptations of the original Power Rangers is so drastically changed from the original that they actually went and made a subtitled version of it so that people in Japan could see the weirdness that the Americans did messing up Super Sentai.
I could never get into it. It just didn't appeal to me.
From what I've heard, the actual original Super Sentai was less weird somehow.
That's okay. I just posted a picture there, Mar Hawkman. This is from TMP.
That does look very familiar, yes.
It's not quite the same, but it's got some of that same flavor to it.
Yeah, I wonder if he might have been combining costume parts and added a face mask to something that didn't actually originally have one.
Have I seen Japanese Spider-Man? I certainly have seen Japanese Spider-Man. My son just sent me a couple of them. Spider-Man.
Yeah, they have a character in Marvel Rivals called Penny Parker, who is one of the like future whatever versions of Spider-Man, who a lot of people compare the design of her mecha to the ones in Neon Genesis Evangelion for reasons that are very obvious.
Yes. Yes, Japanese Spider-Man, Cliff. Emissary of Hell.
The funny thing though is that the mecha actually does have the ability to fire webs. It's just that they're energy strands of some sort and can web swing on the energy strands.
But
which
he doesn't call 'em
looks weird.
Webs, he calls them strings.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's like with Penny Parker, it's not organic webbing the way Spider-Man traditionally does. It's some sort of energy filaments.
Boy, I don't want to copy this over. Let me see if I can make this come up.
Ooh, I'm a Conquering student. Don't ask me how I got that.
Oh, you were right. You were right, Drunken Heretic. Let me see if I can find you a good one of it. Think that will give you a flavor of it. He does have his machine gun. Yes, indeed.
Okay, so which of the patrols are we doing now?
Hang on, just was jumping around here.
Ninth rule of
Can-
Killinger.
We got everybody.
Elite.
Pardon?
Ninth rule of Killinger Elite.
Ninth rule of Kinger, and then we'll switch out one person. Let's make sure we can do this. No, because we have 6 people. Give me a second here.
We're doing a patrol. Why are we doing a private queue?
We're not. That's why I'm trying to undo the private queue.
So elite difficulty Kinger, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'll sit on the spawn point and wait for you guys.
On my way.
Okay, 2 people are in.
Waiting
in
on
addition to me.
Zimmer and Drunken Heretic.
Z.
The 9th rule.
Lead the way.
And Zoe.
Your God will follow.
There we go. There's
Reading
Zoe.
a single Ferengi
Zoe,
vessel.
okay.
Marauder class. They've decloaked.
Okay, Zoe's in. Gideon is still.
Yeah,
on
we're
the
just
way,
waiting on him.
apparently.
Drunken Heretic.
Well, if someone else is going to use the weapon aura, I'll use the shield aura. Why is Zoe getting closer to the green light?
Stay away from the light, Zoe. Wait for everyone to get here.
Also, one thing about the Kinger system that I realized while tinkering with it in the game is that apparently the shall we say implied storytelling we have in the game is that it's the reason the sun looks weird and glowy like that is because at some point it had a catastrophic nova event that wiped out the civilization that used to live on this planet.
And now the Nausicaans are here. Beginning to think we might be cursed.
This fight might even be interesting.
Might be interesting, you say. Are you planning to live? No? Okay then.
Oh. But he has to have a giant robot, Cliff.
Yay, I actually saved the ship.
Yay.
Oh. For the stranded in space.
Oh. Well, that too.
Well, Stranded in Space is an interesting one. It's that despite being a tutorial thing, it actually has multiplayer functions in it.
When they work.
I know.
When they work. The science one has
Yeah.
not worked recently.
Well, because like it actually has an accolade in it that you can only get if you do a 3-man run
Right.
with one engineer, one tactical, and one psi.
That's when we discovered that science wasn't working. We wanted that accolade. But no.
Well, technically, the tactical doesn't kill the Klingons, but you still get the accolade.
But you have to have all
Well, you
3.
get the accolade for pushing the button to turn
Right.
it on.
Yeah. But in the past, because in the original, you killed the Orions, but you can't kill the Klingons.
But they changed the scripting, but it's now divorced from the original purpose. So like if it had the Orion NPCs like it was supposed to, it would actually kill them like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
But they're not here anymore.
Stupid Orions. That's all I can say.
Still trying to figure out how to use that Typhoon net thingy properly.
Yeah, no, I have
It is
not
kind
figured
of a
that out.
strange AoE effect.
It doesn't really do what I thought it would do.
I mean, it does damage in an area moving forwards. It's just not amazing damage.
Yeah.
It's just getting it to be where you want it to be requires unique logic due to the way it moves. So.
Nose to a large target or GW, gravity well, with lots of enemies and fire. It's good damage, it's just slow. Okay. So this would be a great opportunity to use it.
Well, I already fired off one
Right.
into the middle of one of them, and that particular bunch did seem to die faster than the current one, so...
I'm going to be right back.
Okay. Cliff says the Space Whirlwind was a bit of overkill. No. It's just fine amounts of kill.
I mean, the more enemies we kill, the more XP I get, so...
Kinda, sorta.
No.
What not? Well fought. What Lodrin's on his way.
Well, let's see. If I'm lucky, that took me up to 2.
1 to 2.
From
got 2 levels?
1.75 to 2. Let's see where it actually took me.
Okay.
Oh, it took me
People
up
did
to
loot-
3.1. So, yeah.
People did loot rolls and then left the map before they actually got any of the loot, so I ended up with...
I got my loot.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome
Okay,
back.
now to check to see what I got up to. Yeah,
So, Mom,
I got 1 level out of that.
Yes.
So, Mom, which wine are you drinking?
I'm drinking something called, of all things, Pacific Rim.
Oh, is that a Riesling?
No, it's sweeter than a Riesling or Riesling. It is a Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay.
But
we
it's-
don't have that. We get Rieslings, whatever you want to call it.
Well, Rieslings being German, while they are sweet wines, they still have a much drier profile than this. This one is sweet.
I'll have to ask my boss to order some Pacific Rim Cabernet.
Oh, Kiap says, speaking of loot, Deca, please, if you're watching, for the love of God, make a loot all function that loots all. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, yes.
Yes. Definitely.
That would be really useful.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Because I spent as much time hitting my spacebar to spam my weaponry as I do clicking on F to pick up loot and getting it off my screen. Thank you very much.
That's why I put F into my spam bar.
Oh,
So I
good.
don't have
I mean,
That's a really good idea.
under certain circumstances, having F in your spam bar will kick you off the map.
In Pavo ground, it teleports me to the starting area all the time, which is really annoying. but
Yes,
that's okay.
yes, it does, doesn't it? It's the only one that doesn't. It's like Ed and I would be playing, and all of a sudden one of us would say a bad word, and he'd be like, What happened? I said, you know what happened. Yes. He's like, that's okay.
Like, you got banished to the starting area.
Yep.
Again.
And it's the only one where that happens. It's so annoying.
Well, I mean, that's the reason why it's so annoying is that it's a thing that the other ones just don't do.
Exactly.
Okay, there are some other maps that do that, but they have it as a low priority interact that's not mash F key to get teleported across the map.
Good evening,
Trouble over Tell
Wolfpack.
for the next one, by the way.
Say that again.
Trouble over Tell for
Can-
the next one, by the way.
Can you give me just 1 second?
Yeah. I'll just sit and wait for you guys.
I looked up the definitions between need and greed. For the pickup. And it kind of... think of it this way. I need it versus I really want it because, I just want it. So with greed...
If you want it for money, it's greed.
Yeah.
If you want it because it's gonna replace a piece of gear you already got, it's need.
Which in this game is almost never.
Yeah, because you don't get your gear from drops.
Yeah.
So everything
Not
is
often.
basically greed.
There are some rare exceptions.
Very rare exceptions for drops. Okay, that is taken care of. Things are done. What one are we doing, Taz? And this is going to be my last one for tonight.
ISS, why are you inviting me to task force operation when we're doing a patrol?
Wait, what?
I didn't.
I never heard of that one.
I didn't
I'm
invite...
just gonna decline that. I'm just gonna decline it.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
We're in trouble over Tell.
Trouble over Tur. Elite.
ISS Rubber Ducky, which is a Fleet Nova pilot scout ship.
Look at the front. It has the rubber ducky face.
How many people do we have in the party right now?
5.
Full party.
Okay, we're going to do one more after this so that Cliff can join us. Are you
that
more
is an
likely to get it if
interesting
you pick
looking
need?
ship.
Yes, Natalia, you're slightly more likely to get it if you pick need over greed. Because almost everybody's going to pick need, and then it just goes down to being a straight lottery.
I just don't want it.
Then
Well, see,
pass.
if you pick greed and everyone else leaves the map before loot gets handed out, you're going to get it because everyone else left the map. But if they actually stick around, you choosing greed over need means that only people who chose need will actually get a roll.
Oh, is this the Lachi one?
Very well.
Yes.
Okay.
Watch out! The Lachi are coming at you.
Yeah, watch out, Lachi, blah, 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 blah. Dead Lachi, lots of Lachi debris.
Target those
Ex-Lachis.
I forgot which location this rift spawns, and ended up having to take a little while to get here.
It's in the Tur system, but...
Why is it acting like there's something behind me to shoot at?
Something's wrong. The rift
Maybe there is.
No.
Lachi warships on intercept. They're coming from the
Now there's something, but that's not behind me.
Elite 438 says, I wonder if the Section 31 movie is any good. Would you like to see my
No.
review?
Here they come.
I actually did put a thing on YouTube talking about it, but it's not a review of it. It's discussing how it uses certain concepts and how I think you would be a good way of using those concepts instead of what they actually did in the movie.
I could write it better. Cliff says, so did everybody knows there's a free ultimate upgrade free in the store? Yes, there is.
Yeah, I claimed those hours ago.
If you're in any of our fleets, you'll see it in the daily news when you log in. It should come up on the screen for you.
Yeah, I did mine earlier, like at 10:30 this morning.
Jonathan Frakes directed a murder mystery in season 3 of Strange New Worlds. That would be good. So apparently Jonathan Frakes turned down the opportunity to direct an episode of Section 31 when it was going to be, or even several episodes of Section 31 when that was still planned to be a series. And it was something along the lines of, well, this should be directed by a woman because this is a more woman-focused episode, which is my way of thinking he's going, oh no, not touching this with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, that sounds about right. With the way the thing came out, it's just kind of has a bunch of like weird, like why did you write this that way stuff in it.
But the thing is, it's not like Girl Boss, because Giorgio is a very established female girl boss character, but she's got, the whole character behind her, so I'm wondering...
Except that this is the wrong Giorgio, and it's talking about why this is the wrong Giorgio, and that gets so good.
Elite, I'm not going to say don't watch it. Do watch it. But
you want to watch it, go for it.
Expect a lot.
Don't expect it to be good. That's the simplest thing I can think of to say about it.
Yeah.
The thing about me, though, is I liked pathetic movies. Like,
you'll love it.
I loved League of Extraordinary Men when people did.
Okay, that's because it's an amazing movie and I love it. I'm sorry,
that
I
had
love
good acting in it and good writing, even though the concept was silly. It still had good acting and
good
writing in it.
Oh my god!
But see, I also loved Star Wars 7, 8, and 9.
Okay.
When 7 wasn't terrible.
Yes, it was. It was terrible. They'd already done 7. They didn't need to do it twice.
8 and 9, that just it took the bad parts of 7 and made them worse.
But for me, I loved it because I was born the same day the original Star Wars came out.
That's not a good enough reason. It's a
for
reason
me,
to love
it
the
is.
original.
For me, it is. For me,
okay,
it is.
well, sure, whatever. But anyways, I don't share that sentiment.
That's your opinion. And
That
I'm
is
happy
true.
with it.
Cliff says regarding Section 31, it's a nice action movie with sci-fi, but it's not Star Trek, one would argue. Yes, I agree. I don't even know that's a particularly great sci-fi movie.
Like, here's
but
the thing. It's like a lot of people made a
horrible.
big deal about the use of Chironians in there, and that's one of the things that I focused on, is that the way that they use Chironians in that is they're just a non-entity.
What's
a Chironian?
It's one of the characters who's half black, half white from Let That Be Your Last Battlefield.
Okay.
And
I never seen that.
A race only seen in a single episode of TOS as a race whose home world was a lifeless ruin.
Right. But okay. Loki and Beale both managed to get off the planet, which means others could have as well. It was possible that they could exist, that a few could still be out
There's
there.
something that I went over in the video I posted, and it is that, what is the time period associated with Loki and Beale? 50,000 years.
Yeah.
It had been 50,000 years since they left their home world.
Right, but by the time they
one of
get
those
back
things
there,
where-
it's just the final battles have just been finished. Things are still burning. So,
But here's the thing that occurred to me while I was pondering all of this stuff, and something I bring up in my video is that if those guys left that planet 50,000 years ago,
yeah.
how many other people could have left their planet 50,000
That's
or
what I'm saying.
30,000 or 20,000 years ago? Okay, see, I'm not saying that the idea of using Chironians as a race that isn't extinct is a bad idea. It's just that the way they used it in the Section 31 movie was such an offhanded,
Yep. You are 100% right.
insignificant thing that they would have been better off just having it be a human, because people wouldn't have been asking questions like, what the is going on? Because like they don't even mention in the thing that he's a Chironian. You see him, that's the only race in Star Trek that looks like that, but there's nothing in the movie about it. It's there for no reason. And also, there's the fact that due to the fact that there's literally nothing to talking about it, you could also retcon it that it's some guy who just happened to be pretending to be a Chironian using makeup of some sort.
Yeah, I just think it was an Easter egg they didn't need to do. There's a couple Easter eggs in there that
some of the Easter eggs that they put in there are actually good. Some of them are one of those things where I want to slap whoever wrote it for not properly studying before making up crap.
Yep.
Because this is a thing talking about a treaty that forbids the Federation from crossing a certain border in space. Okay? They draw the border on a map. This map includes the entirety of the Cardassian neutral zone on the other side of the border, including the edge of the neutral zone that is supposed to directly touch Federation space as being on the other side of the border that the Federation isn't allowed to cross. Has a Federation starbase in that area of space that's supposedly off limits to the Federation. And also...
Are we going to use logic? I'm sorry. Did somebody say we're going to use logic in this movie? Because we didn't use physics. I don't know that we need to use any other.
I know.
things.
But it's one of those things. It's like it kind of caught my attention because of the fact that someone looked up a map of that side of Federation space.
Hang on a sec.
And
Exismer, I kicked you because Cliff had asked to come in and do one with us, and I sent him an invitation. So nothing personal, but I'm gonna move people in and out for this last one, and it's the last one we're gonna do tonight.
I'm like half the way to 5, so hopefully I'll get it through this. If not, I'll get it relatively easily later.
Cliff, I sent you an invitation.
How y'all doing?
So good. How are you feeling?
Weak.
Getting better?
Getting better.
Good.
Just the coughing is taking a lot out of me, and
yeah, after I had that, I was in so much pain from the coughing. I went back to get an X-ray because I couldn't breathe. And they're like, no, it's just the coughing, but it hurts. Even my arm hurts, and they're like, nope, nothing we can do for you. The sympathy was
actually
overwhelming.
another thing with that map scene that kind of ticked me off in a weird way, and it's the question of what year was that map drawn?
Oh, I have no idea because it definitely isn't the start date.
Okay, see, here's the thing. This has Rachel Garrett in it when she was a lieutenant.
Right.
So it is several years prior to when the Enterprise C gets blown up.
Yeah,
okay?
quite a bit.
And to my understanding, this is actually before the treaty that created the Cardassian neutral zone was signed. And yet they have it shown on the map.
Okay, so the date of the episode is April 17th, 2324. That means, and Rachel Garrett theoretically would have been 24 years old. That's arguable, but we do know that she entered the academy in, 2311?
I never looked that up.
Hang on a second, I can tell.
Didn't think about that.
I still have a question if we're not in yet another timeline. We've not seen any Federation ships, so we can't say it's not Kelvin.
Well, see, this is actually one of those things where you could also write it off as being one of the many alternate universes from Parallels.
Oh, yes. I completely agree.
I used to have a Paramount subscription, but I canceled it.
Well, I mean, I had one for a few months so I could watch Star Trek Lower Decks, and that was my only motivation for ever having one. So, unless I'm watching Star Trek Lower Decks, I don't feel like getting one.
Mine was Discovery until it went terrible.
Okay, so she entered the academy in 2311. She was Lieutenant Junior grade 2316. This is 8 years later. She's still a lieutenant, but gets promoted to lieutenant commander at the end of this one, which actually is kind of off because that's a long time frame for her to be
What year did she get killed by the Klingons?
2366. Well, technically, like, she was killed in whatever time that was in TNG. So she's got 2 death dates.
I mean, what year was it when she got displaced from her native time period?
2336.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that those are wrong, but they're kind of.
So the thing is, if I'm doing the calculations right, she should have been about 24 years old when she's doing the whole Section 31 thing. That doesn't really sound right with the timeline that she goes on to after that. It should have been about 4 years earlier. Just from everything that we could calculate backwards. There are some rumors about Tawny Newsome writing for some live-action Trek series. That is true. So I could see that potentially coming out in late 2026, 2027. It's going to be a humorous one, is the discussion. Which I would watch in a heartbeat.
I mean, if she can do something that has a similar feel to Lower Decks, that sounds good.
Personally, I think we should have something based on Ryza. They're running a resort, and things go on. I really don't understand why they wouldn't do a movie. Trek is more popular than ever, and I get cinema is more difficult nowadays.
Oh,
but still,
I know why. Paramount just doesn't want to fund something as expensive as making a feature film right now. Although the way they did the Section 31 movie, they probably spent as much making it as they would have made on a feature film.
I mean,
well, it was supposed to be a series, and then.
Well, yeah.
Well, the fact that it was originally planned to be a series is why they made it into a streaming movie instead of making it into a feature film. It's just that the amount of money they spent on it was,
What we got was the series clip notes.
Yeah. They took a like 8-hour series set up and condensed it to 2 hours, which might be why we have so many characters in there that show up for 5 minutes, do very little, and are set up in a way that makes them look important when they're on screen for 5 minutes, and then when they're not on screen anymore, they're just gone.
Yeah,
right?
It's so poorly done. Pick the last patrol, Taz.
Oh, let's do the Borg version of the
Bumpek?
That's
no
Defense of Starbase 1?
No, Kinger, Unwanted Guest.
Unwanted Guests, okay.
Because it gives you basically the same thing for Starship Mastery as the regular Kinger one. It's just that it doesn't have the same cooldown.
Okay, Unwanted Guests, Elite difficulty, please launch.
Unwanted Guests? Which one's that in?
Unwanted Guests. It's a
Borg
TFO.
Multiverse.
Or sorry, it's a patrol.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have no idea what the revenue is doing on these things. Because it's very hard to tell with streaming.
From what I've heard, because of the fact that these streaming services are charging based on monthly fees for literally everything for the entire month.
Right.
A lot of this stuff that's made for streaming, unless the streaming service is genuinely as popular as Netflix is a money pit.
Very much.
Yeah.
And some of the things that they've been producing, well, like I said, it's like the amount that they spent on the Section 31 movie before dumping it on streaming was equal to what you would put for a, feature film.
Yeah.
The networks love the streaming model because they can obfuscate the numbers.
I mean, yes, but do the Bing counters love it for the amount of money they get from it?
Oh, I will tell you it. As an ex-bookkeeper accountant. No. No.
Like NBC and Peacock during the entire strikes. They were championing the new Quantum Leap. It kept them going, and it was the first thing on the chopping block.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we got out of what we needed from you. Bye.
Well, one thing that I've heard people use as a term that makes a lot of sense when you think about the way streaming is set up is what's called loss leader, where it's something you do not because it makes you money, but because it gives people a reason to pay attention to you.
It is the rotisserie chicken of Costco of streaming.
I was about to say. It's like,
But yeah, the goal is to get people interested, which is why they tended to do things like Discovery. The first episode was a freebie. Because they wanted people to get interested and come out and see what was going on.
And it was on TV.
Right, that's it. They wanted you to come out and watch that first episode.
Like some folks, they actually have them up on YouTube for free.
Mm-hmm.
I did not like that when they did the first episode for free, and then they said, "Oh, you have to go to Paramount Network to get the rest."
Well, that's all fine and dandy, but you darned well better make it really good if you're going to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that's okay. I'm not going to spend money on it. But then I picked up Paramount for Picard and Lower Decks.
See, I liked Prodigy.
And you are more than welcome to. A lot of people like Prodigy. Not my cup of tea, but
was something that it made me think of something. A TV show I hadn't seen in almost 40 years. Space Cases.
That was weird.
Yeah, really.
It's like, it has the same thing of like people who are not hardened veterans being forced to do the job of hardened veterans on a ship that they don't know how to use.
See, that's
off in deep space, talking to aliens that they don't actually understand.
See, that was my premise for Voyager. I thought that would have been a great Voyager.
Well, Space Cases was actually aired on Nickelodeon about the same time Voyager was on CBS. Space Cases had a shoestring budget and looked great for something that had a shoestring budget.
Hey. If you have a minimal budget and you know you're not going to get more, sometimes you can do a lot with what little you've got.
I mean, like, this was one of those TV shows that literally had sets made out of cardboard that was painted in colorful colors to hide the fact that it's made of cardboard.
Smart. Let's see. So, 2000 Star Trek 2009, the reboot #1, made $246 million in profit. Into Darkness was $277 million, which is about the same given some adjustment for inflation. Slightly better though.
What was Beyond?
I don't know. He's looking it up. I know I shouldn't say this, but I liked Beyond.
I didn't think it was bad. I really.
I loved it.
Beyond is one of those things where, if not for the whole where does this fit into the timeline question? I mean, if it was like a 6th or 7th in the TOS movie series, I could have actually seen that being quite good. Even if they'd done something like having that other captain take over and do the thing instead of Kirk. Okay, sure, cool, whatever.
Made a profit of 150 million, or made 100. Okay, it grossed 343, but the profit was 150. That's not bad if it made profit.
Yeah,
that's fine. Yeah. Star Trek Beyond made a profit of 58.5 million on a budget of 185 million.
Well, I mean, 30% profit is still a return on investment.
Yeah, as long as it's a profit, you go to see.
So when are they going to do the 4th one?
I don't know.
Well, that's gone back and forth for a while.
I know. I keep hearing that Quentin Tarantino wants to do it.
Yep. But we don't know that that's going to happen. Anyway, I need to go let the children out. Run them into the backyard.
I could see him doing a Mirror Universe episode or a movie.
Well, I mean, there's been a lot of things. Like Nicolas Cage has wanted to write a Superman movie for decades.
Yeah, and they're not going to let him do that.
No, I would not. I would stop watching Superman.
Here's
the thing, though. We did get a tiny glimpse of that. One of the Blink and You'll Miss It cameos in that Flash movie was an alternate universe with Nicolas Cage as Superman. And he was in the middle of a brawl against some giant robot in the middle of Metropolis. That's all we saw of it. What is that horrible noise?
Yeah, I know. Id. It's Id.
Id. Something's going on with your mic. Anyway, it doesn't matter because I'm going to get out of here. Let's go raid somebody.
Yeah,
Who is out there? Who needs some lovin'?
I need loving, but I'm not streaming anymore.
Let's see. Ooh. Optimus Dan is out there, but he's... I don't... Is that... Let's see, we have Trek Tuesday with Q. Oh, we haven't done Q in a long time. Let's do Q. Yeah. So we are rating the Q Continuum, everybody. So if you haven't given him some love, give him some love. Doesn't look like he's still doing Star Trek Online, though, but said he was. Oh, well, we can do something.
What's going on with your mic?
Anyway, everyone, have a wonderful evening, and we will talk to you guys later. Take care, everybody.
Great day, rest of your day.